Okay, testing. Um, Welcome everyone once again. If you're watching live, thanks for joining. Sorry for the infinite, screen recordings. The reason why we have the infinite screen recordings is because I am using my laptop to do a live stream, which may not be the best idea. I ideally should have two monitors, but today I'll just work with what I have. I really just wanted to share the the solution that we're building at Mirror World, and I'm pretty excited about it. Today's live stream, I'll be continuing from where we left off yesterday. Yesterday we got started on our Android app. As you can see, this is what we're able to build. I made some changes right after the live stream. I changed the title here, just changing the tabs, familiarizing myself a bit more with Android development. As you all know, I'm quite new to it. So if you're watching this and you're like, oh, this guy's a total noob, what is he talking about? He doesn't know Android. Please give me your feedback. Tell me what I need to know so I can make this happen. I'm just learning as I build as well. But I'm pretty sure there's a lot that we can gain from today's live stream. Today we're just going to finish up by displaying the user's information after they log in. Right now our login button does nothing, as you can see. This is the template button. I'm just gonna go ahead and show you what we're trying to build here in Android. So if you go over to demo.mirrorworld.fun, you can see this is what we're trying to build, this kind of effect. So I'm just gonna very quickly just open, just try to clear the cache because I didn't build a logout function in this demo on the web. I'll refresh the page first of all, and I'll clear this out. I'll close that. And so if I log in again, as you can see, it opens a little pop-up and authenticates me as a user. So right now, if I reload the page, it will automatically log me in, which is a pretty nice feature that we built on the desktop demo, on the browser demo for this. So we want to build an Android version of this, and so we want to see if we can display this JSON object inside the UI. I think that would be very nice. Inside here, after the user clicks login, we'll go through the entire Google login and display the user's information. So if you haven't already, please don't forget to like and subscribe to Mirror World's channel. I think I might have forgotten to link it in the video description. But I will also, at the end of this series, I will make this code public so you can access it directly. So there is no rush whatsoever. I'm just going to take a second to check to see that we have sound. All right, lovely. I'm also going to increase the font size of our editor so that you guys can see what I'm working on. So I'm just going to, I'm just going to do command. I'm going to go into preferences, and I'm going to look at our editor. I'm going to look at font, and I would like to increase this to maybe something you guys can read. Maybe this is this more readable? I think this is readable. I will apply this font. Great, and everything looks huge. Everything looks ginormous right now, so that's fine. And I will also attempt to increase the font size of the editor, the other parts of the editor, so that they appear similar. They appear visible, more visible on the screen. Okay, I'm just gonna check this on the live stream to see that the video is clear as well. All right, cool. All right, lovely. So the video is clear, the audio is clear. So let's get started tonight. I think I'm just going to make this a little smaller, collapse it a little bit more, scroll down to the bottom. This is where the logs for whatever's happening in here are being printed. As you can see, our login button does nothing right now. So my objective is to see to it that when we click this, we're able to invoke the Mirror World SDK. Here, as you can see, we have the SDK. We're able to set it up yesterday. We were able to get here. The last thing that we want to do now, the next thing we want to do now is to display to log the user in and then display the user's information. So I'm just going to go and check out the docs once again. I'm just going to explore documentation and check out the Android installation. Oh yeah, actually, oh, by the way, we do have a developer dashboard on Twitter, so you can a developer dashboard rather for your account, so you can check it out by creating a developer account at app.mirrorworld.fun, and that will create an instance, an application for you. You can create one, and you can see here, I was just testing it. I think it works fine. And this is where you find your application's API key. This is where you find your project's client ID, client secret. Those are sensitive variables. I will be deleting these credentials, so even if you take screenshots, I will be deleting them later. But this is where we are handling most of your application stuff. On the left sidebar, you can see that there's a tutorials item. So if you go to Android, you can use this to invoke the some information about the user. For example, if we want them to log in, right, you can find the full getting started API here. So if you're just getting started, this is where you can catch up with what we're doing right now. So I'm just going to go to the Android SDK API reference. Oh, there's a function here called start login, and I will here attempt to copy this, and I will paste it. I'm writing in Kotlin instead of Java because I used the template that was created for me when I created this project, and Android Studio chose to convert to write this in Kotlin. So it says you have Java code, do you want to convert to Kotlin? Yes. Right, so now here it has given us this function. So it's calling the Mirror World SDK get instance to start the login. So the login ideally should begin the login procedure. Oh, and by the way, if you haven't watched already, we did set up our SDK to have some items in the library folder. So I'm just going to change this to project, and you can see inside the libs we have the SDK here. The SDK release is in here. So we downloaded that from the GitHub, which you will find in the instructions when getting started. Here, download, right? So that's the URL to download. So I'm just going to go back and change this mode to Android, and I will now click or rebuild this. And I think if I click this login button with any luck, it should now open the web view, right? So it should now begin the login procedure. Oh, wait a minute. Oops, I think I might have opened YouTube instead. I'll just rerun the app just to make sure. Okay. All right, I'll also check our logs here. Oh, all right, so now it is crashing. I'm not sure exactly why it is. I'm just gonna check this and see what is going on. It says that the process ended. What reason did it end? Oh, it could not find. Okay, so it could not find the JSON utils, some library in here that I do not have. But it looks to me like from the logs that the authentication was successful. Right, so it looks like I logged in successfully. Here I can see, oh, the login was successful. So what would happen at this point in time is if we were to say clear or the entire cache for this app, what would happen is we would now see that the user has to go through the login process. So that would be on using Google or using Twitter. So I think for us to see how that will work, I'm just gonna walk a couple of steps back and see how to invalidate this login here. So what I will do is I will check out this. I don't know how to clear the cache for. Does anyone know how to clear the cache of an Android app? I'm not sure exactly how to do that, but let me see. Let me see if we have a logout function. Actually, that would probably help. Let's check out this. Oh, it looks like we do not have a login method here, which I think is something that we could add. So I will take note of this. I'll add in here to do. Would like to add a logout method to SDK. All right, cool. I think that is what we need. So for now, I'm just going to try and attempt to clear the entire cache. So what I will do is I will try to find this app. I'm going to try and clear, uninstall it completely, and let's try to run it again. I think maybe that's one way to clear the cache. It might not be the best way, but you guys could let me know in case there is, or you could leave it in the comments. I'll be checking them later. Okay, all right, so I will, if I click the login button. Okay, cool. All right. Nice. So now you can see the this is the page, the view that the user will use to log in, right? So now you can log in using your Google account. So I will log in using mine. I don't know how to do this without compromising my password, but I will use, I have another test account here, so I think we can use this. Right. Oh, looks like my account, I don't have a test Gmail account. I could use Discord as well. Let's use Discord. I haven't used my Discord in a while. Oh, I have an idea. Thing is, I don't want to compromise my my password on the live stream, so that is why I'm trying to stay away from doing that. So I have an idea. Just give me a moment. I do happen to use a password manager, so I will use my I'll use my Google, one of my Google accounts here is a developer account. Okay. All right, I will just use this because I know that if I copy and paste, maybe it will. Oh, I don't know how to do that. How do I copy and paste? Does anyone know how to copy and paste? All right, I have another idea. I'll just use my personal email. All right, I'll use my personal account. All right, so I will temporarily turn off the video so that you guys do not see my password, because there is just no way I can let that happen. So, okay, cool. So I will now go ahead and type my password in. I'm sure you can see my face now, so don't worry about it. Alright, so I will temporarily turn off the video, and just gonna wait a couple of seconds for that to. All right, cool. I found my password. So I will now use it. At this point in time. And so I'm just gonna, the only reason I've turned off the stream is so that my password is not compromised. So I hope you guys can understand. Otherwise, it would be dangerous for me to do that. Okay, cool. I will now turn on my live stream again. Turn on my video. Awesome. All right, cool. So I have now enabled my two-factor authentication, and great. So it looks like the login was successful. And if I go back, if we check our logs now, we should be able to see my authentication. All right, cool. There we go. These are my credentials right now. All right. So now it says that I am logged in. So it looks like the login was successful. Let's see if it printed out the Mirror user login success. Let's see. Yeah, it should have printed that out. Mirror login success. I don't know how can I search the logs? Mirror login. Wait, user login success. There's user login. Is there any way to see that? Is there any way to tell whether the user has I don't know if the callback function gets called correctly. So let's see this. So if you're an Android dev, maybe you could let me know how this works. So I would like to do something in here. The login listener, there's a type here for login listener. So it has it's a void function on login success and on login fail. Okay, so how do I see to it that it actually logs these out? Because I'm not sure how to verify that it's actually printing everything that we need it to print. Let's see. Mirror. Is there any way to know that it's okay? Here it says SDK initialized. Okay, how many hits do we have in here? I don't know how to check the logs. So if you're an Android ninja, maybe you could let me know. I would like to do something inside this this callback function. Maybe if somebody's familiar with that, maybe you could let me know. Let's see, Kotlin. I'd like to print something to console in Kotlin. So let's open up Chrome and let's just Google print to console Kotlin Android. All right, you can use, but first you need to import log. All right, cool. So it looks like we can use Android util.log. So I'm just gonna go ahead. Oh, looks like it's already imported. And then there's log dot what d. I think maybe let's see if we can use print, because it seems to me like this is not necessarily printing. So let's see, login was successful. All right, so maybe let's try that again. Oops, I don't know why it closed. I don't know why it closed the app. Let's see again here. Let's see. Oh, I think that was due to the same issue that we saw before, caused by Java lang didn't find class on path. Okay, cool. All right, so I guess we have to install JSON. All right, let's just see that. JSON class not found. Let's see, class not found. How do we fix this? Okay. So I guess depending on the try to run gradle build, how do we oh, so it's like this. Is this how we do that? I think we have to install a dependency. Okay, cool. I have to install a dependency. Okay, so I have to install a dependency, but I'm not sure which dependency I need to install. I'm not sure how to install JSON. Let's see. How to install JSON. I'm just gonna, let me take a look at the chat just in case there's somebody messaging. All right, cool. All right. Let's see. I'm trying to find how to install JSON. How to install JSON Android Studio. Okay. Okay, so I guess this is how we should do it. So in Gradle, we would do it like this, right? So implementation com. All right, so let's go check out our Gradle file. I don't know if it's the project file or it's the module file, I guess. All right, yeah, it looks like it. And we can now synchronize. So with any luck, this should now rerun our application. Okay, cool. And if we click this, okay, all right. Since I already logged in, awesome, cool. That's very nice, very beautiful. Would you look at that? Okay, cool. So it looks like it was successfully logged in, and now I would like to see if, like, because we did try to print something, right, when the user logs in. I'm just gonna close all these other tabs so that, like, we're not confused, and I will search our logs. Login was successful. I'm not sure how to use this. Maybe somebody in the chat could let me know, could show me how to do that. But oh, user login success. Okay, cool, there it is. User login success. I guess this is what I should have done. All right, login success and login is a callback called. All right, lovely, cool. That's it. I guess I don't need to print then. I could just use this callback function, and that would invoke the call. All right, cool. So now I would like to see how to get the user's information, because I think that is one thing that I feel that is missing here. Because now after the user clicks login and then they, you know, successfully log in now, we want them to be able to display their information on the screen, which I think is the last step that we need to complete this. So I will now check our documentation API, and we'll check the docs for Android. Now here it looks like we need to fetch the user, right? All right, so here looks like you can get the user's access token. How can I get the user's email though? Oh, I have an idea. I'm sure there's an example project here. Okay, cool. Let's check this out. Of main, I believe this must be it, right? Main activity. So there's an auth fragment. Okay. All right. So how can I find this auth fragment? Let's try looking for auth. Let's see what happens. Auth user response to Java no query user listener. So this is an example project that was created for this. So I'm just going to open this. Yeah, so I think we need to add some documentation to this. So we need to add add get user method to SDK. All right, cool. So it looks like we have these listeners. We have some UI login dialog. What I would like to find here is what happens when the user logs in, right? This is get access token, set refresh token, set token start login. Okay. Login. I'd like to query user, but I'd like to get the current user using the JWT. So I think we will need to add like a few more methods to this, right? I think there is, we're going to need to do that as well. Okay. Awesome. Well, for now, I think for starters, what we will do is, let's see if we can get, I'd like to see if I can get the user's object. And fetch user. I think this requires the user's email. Does it require the user's email? Fetch user. Okay. Okay, all right, so it looks like there's a method called fetch user. Let's see if we have it in our API reference. Okay. Fetch user. All right, let's see if we can find an example of this. I think we might need to add some documentation for it. Okay, get instance here to fetch user, new fetch user listener. Okay. Okay. I think this would be the user response. So I'm not sure how to print this in Java. So I'm quite new to Java. So maybe you guys might have some pretty cool examples on this. So one other thing I think we need to, add SDK documentation. So this is, we already have this method. So this we need to document fetch user method. All right, cool. On user fetched, so I guess there is a method here called on user fetched. So I'm just going to copy this, and let's add another button. I'm going to add another button to the UI that will, when the user is logged in, it will then show it or it will hide it. I'm not sure how we'll do it. I think I'll just fetch here. Let me just add another button for now that will show the user, that will, when the user clicks it, and when we click it, it will display the user's information. Or actually no, we don't need that. We just need to put it in here. Okay, all right, cool. So I'm not sure what this status here is. Oh, it's a test. How to print user response. Okay, how to print an object. How to print an object in Kotlin. How to log object. Right. All right, so I guess how to log No, I just want to log. How to log .I class object. Okay, cool. I wonder how we can does anyone know how we can print like a class in the console? How can we print a class in the console? I'm not sure how to do that. I don't see any examples here that show how to do it. Let's see. Well, it doesn't look like there is any examples here that show how to do it. Let's see, log.I. Okay, it has to be a string, right? Does it have to be a string? Okay, awesome. Okay, cool. I don't think we need this. I would like to somehow print out this object. So I will copy this, and I will also here say if could not get user object, and here we'll then say user object found. I guess it has to be a message. Does it have to be a message? Can I put like, can I do this? No, it can't, right? Can I do to string and then, you know, indent it like that with like 1 or something like that? All right, okay, cool. Let's see, maybe this will work. Maybe this could work, and I will put the message here. Right, I'll also do like a code here. Code. This would be to string. Right. All right. I will now say here found user, and all right. I am just concatenating strings left, right, and center. All right. All right, cool. I think we have something here. Maybe this will give us a desired result. So all right, let's try that again. The user logs in, successfully logs in. Awesome, cool. So let's see. Login was successful, but I would like to know. Okay, login listener callback was called. So how do I know that we were able to fetch? This is mirror user login success. Oh yeah, I have to rebuild. Yeah, I keep forgetting I have to rebuild every time I make a change in the code. All right, I'm gonna make this larger so I can see more. I want to see more. I need to see everything. I must see everything. I'll filter down to mirror, really. How can I filter the what is being displayed? Can I just filter this to well, and that's fine. I said like can I filter by tag? Oh, yeah, that's fine. It's all right. I'll just go ahead. Let's click login. Okay, there we go. The user logs in and it's successful. Boom. All right, cool. Oh, it looks like it crashed. I don't know why it crashed. Let's see why it crashed. Okay, user login was successful. So that was successful. The only issue here was we had a null pointer exception. Check not now. All right, on fetch failed. So it looks like a parameter specified as none now here is now. How do we go about this? Okay, cool. Okay. Oh wait, it looks like it was able to fetch the user. So okay, so this is my user object. Lovely, cool. But I guess it's missing on login success. So there's on fetch failed. So there is, when I called fetch user, I think there should have been something else in here that I should add, right? I'm not sure what this should return, but let's see. Let's check the definition. I would like to see the definition of this. Fetch user listener. It's a void function. Well, I should probably also Google this because I might be doing something wrong. So the parameter message. Let's see. This is it. This. I'm not sure. Maybe what if I commented this out? What would happen? Okay, I can't do that. All right. Okay, it has to be defined. Well, all right. Let's Google it. Let's Google it and see. There's something I'm probably doing wrong. Okay, none null pointer exception. Overview. Null cannot be a value of none null type. Here, string. Okay. So I guess this value is being set to null. Not exactly sure, but let's see where the error is coming from. So it says Java. I'll see if there's any messages in the chat. Oh, all right. Oh, it looks like we have someone. User. Not sure where to go with this. We have all right. It looks like this is happening on the login success, then there is the on fetch failed callback, right? And then we have this none null exception that's being called. All right, cool. I'm not sure if this is something that's entirely in my code, but it should be straightforward to do. So yeah, see, Yoja says print line. Yeah, I think I was using print line before to see how to print, but I guess, you know, this log I also works. We can also try, let's say print line. I guess it needs only one argument, no? doesn't it? Found user. All right, yeah. Yeah, actually, this is good. This is good. I can try this. Thank you very much, user. I think this was really good. We'll use print line. I don't know that I'm doing the wrong thing here, you know. I really don't know if I'm doing the wrong thing here. So parameter specified is none now. So the method. All right. And fetch failed. All right. I probably need to ask an expert on this and like how to go about this, because I'm not exactly sure. Because it seems to me that if I create a variable that's a string and I try to assign a null to it, it will then fail. But I don't see myself assigning any variable here with null, which is why I'm a little bit confused. But I wanted to be able to just show something, you know. All right, cool. Let's try that again. Let's just check. Maybe I'm just maybe it's something I'm doing wrong, but I probably don't know that I'm doing it wrong. All right, cool. So if I go to login again, okay, there's my account. If I hit allow, awesome. Okay, it logs in again, but then it crashes again with the same error. So I think there is something that is inside the onFetch failed. I'm not sure if there's some. Am I doing something wrong in here? Right? Because onFetch failed. It's calling the onFetch failed param, but I'm not sure why this is being called. But I guess this is somewhere where I would need to talk to an expert on this. All right, cool. But either way, at least we got through the login. Today we made a little bit of progress today. So I might go live later on tonight, or maybe I will go live tomorrow again, just to make sure that this happens. But I think we need to get past this part so I can actually display it on the screen. So I'm gonna see if I can talk to some experts on this one. But I think today was pretty good. We managed to get into to have like a UI, perform the actual login. And now the next step, I think I also found some things which I think we can do to improve in our SDK, which is to add a logout method and also to document the fetch user method, because we have this method but it's not documented in the SDK, so in the documentation. So we will make sure that we have that. And thanks everyone for sticking around. I have some cool announcements. So I am organizing a meetup tomorrow. If you're in the Arizona area, if you're watching live from Arizona, we're going to be meeting up tomorrow. It's a Web3 developer meetup. And if you build any applications on Web3, or you're interested in learning how to build on Web3, whether it's Ethereum, whether it's Solana, Polygon, Avalanche, Sui, Aptos, if you're building DeFi, if you're interested in NFTs and gaming, web, mobile, you're invited. It's going to be at Mimi's Cafe in Phoenix. That's over on 2101 on North Tatum Boulevard. And you can come a little early. I'll be there around 4 o'clock, but you can come at 5 p.m. It's also fine. And I think it's just going to be a casual meetup. Like, we'll meet other devs and we'll talk about what we're doing, what we're using, some tools and from some frameworks, the tools and frameworks that we're using, how to improve developer experience, how to improve user experience, where we think it's going. I'm interested in this. And this meetup is being sponsored by Mirror World. Mirror World is providing SDKs that allow you to build on Web3 with speed. So we have SDKs that are available on JavaScript, in Android, in iOS as well. And you can also join our community by visiting www.mirrorworld.fun/discord. So if you go to Mirror World, mirrorworld.fund/discord. That should take you to our Discord community. As you can see, we have a couple of people who have been posting a lot of announcements regarding what we're doing tonight recently. So you're all welcome to join, and follow us on Twitter as well, mirrorworld.fund/Twitter. All the links are in the description of this live stream, and I'm really excited. Thanks a lot, everyone, for sticking around for our stream today. We didn't get through to everything that I wanted to get through, but I think I'm going to now just, talk to an expert on Android, and I'll be back and I will make sure that we have something. My goal is to be able to, for us to be able to show the user's information and display it to them somehow here after the login is successful. But of course we run into an error. I'm not sure how to debug it, maybe because I'm not an expert on Android, but I'm sure that we will find a solution. I'm confident that we will. We don't give up. And also, if you're using the SDK and you have any feedback as well, you can schedule a call with me at mirrorworld.fund/support, and we will be able to assist you. I'm going to add the link as well in the description, and I'm happy to hop on a call with you, guide you through the process, get feedback from you, see how to improve. And I'm really excited. Thanks everyone, and I wish you a great rest of the week, and I love you all, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.